All right, so Skinamarink is directed by Kyle Edward Ball, and this is a very interesting horror flick, to say the least. Now, let me tell you the official premise, and then I'll give you my thoughts afterwards. All right, so 2 children wake up in the middle of the night to find their father is missing, and all the windows and doors in their home have vanished. Now, look, I gotta warn you, this movie ain't for everybody. All right, that's for sure. It's not a hardcore, bloody-ass monster, coming to attack these kids type of flick. It ain't even shot the same as most movies, as most horror flicks, to be honest with you. This one relies on crazy-ass, off-putting camera angles, sounds of things you can hear, but not necessarily see. And it's based in the 90s, so even has that, nice old film look and the graininess and the scratch print that we used to see back in the day. And that look actually adds to the film's mystique. It's actually a great character itself. The lighting is very dark, but the scenes are lit just enough for you to see what's going on. You see entrances that were there, they disappear as the kids trek through the house, that has seemingly turned into a maze, and are trapped inside their own home while there's something lurking and watching these 2 kids throughout. And there's seldom traditional shots that we would normally see, but this is all on purpose because this is shot through the eyes of the children. Not really POV, but just through their eyes, basically. This is their experience and the way they see it. There are times where the audience, us, have to interpret the situation in their mind, because you'll see off-putting angles that make absolutely no sense, but it's what you hear that will give the scene total context. This is definitely one of those films where you have to pay close attention to clues that are given to you, that are literally right in your face, or that you may hear. And it makes more sense as you delve into the movie, though. The best analogy I can give you is, this movie is like a puzzle. You have to kind of sort out all the pieces as you go along. I could be totally wrong about my interpretation, but just my opinion. This movie is not for everyone, like I said. It's a slow burn, and it's not the typical jump scares you would normally see in a movie like this. It definitely takes its time with the build, slow build, and definitely has a pretty interesting ending. But like I said, you need to go in knowing that this movie is through the lens of children, all right? Their point of view. And, to be honest with you, I don't love it or hate it. I mean, speaking of puzzles, this movie actually has left me perplexed. Best word I can use. I mean, I went into this movie hearing all the hype that people have said, thinking it was going to be, something totally different than what I saw. Was it disappointing what I got? Not exactly. Was it a badass horror flick? Not exactly either. It forced me to use my own imagination and interpretation of things, and challenged me to realize that things don't always have to be force-fed, being scary. And I'll be honest with you, I liked it. I mean, artistic nastiness is always cool. But I will say, I'm not too sure if I could watch this multiple times because of the slow burn. But you know what? I'll say this, though. Kudos for creativity. And you made a good movie and daring to be different and not follow the normal horror tropes we're used to experiencing. So definitely, kudos on that. Yeah, this one's going to be like for a niche audience for sure. Just because, like I said, for everything I said before. But the ones who get it, I'm sure will praise it as loud as they can on top of a hill for everyone to hear. But anyhow, that's all for today, folks. Stay nasty, my friends, and I'll see you at the next one. Shay Nasty out.